conversation cards. They're just little questions to spark conversation, and that's perfect for the channel, right? Alright, we're gonna do those in 1 second, but first, I gotta take care of the channel, so let's do a little light housekeeping. If you're new here, welcome to my nonsense, and if you're old here, welcome back. Oh jeez. If you're new here, please consider hitting subscribe, and if you are old here, go double check and make sure you're subscribed. Hit the like if you like, leave a comment. It could be anything related to the video, or it could just be a hello. It could be a few emojis. Anything, as long as it's cool, as long as it's respectful. Hit the notification bell. And as always, I will link my tip jars in the description. No pressure whatsoever, but anything donated to the channel is very much appreciated, and it is what allows me to continue to make content. Okay. I already saw this one, so let's do this one first. It is, if you had to perform at a karaoke bar, what song would you choose? The thing, guys, I can't sing. So this actually did happen to me, and I just picked the Macarena, and it's a long story, but essentially I did the Macarena instead of singing. I know I cheated. I'm okay with it. Have you ever been escorted out by security? I'm a recovering alcoholic. What do you think? More times than I can count. Not proud of it, alright? It's their job. This video is a little choppy already, but I've had to stop and go tell people to be quiet many times. Okay. What is your guilty pleasure? Doom scrolling, but I'm working on it. I don't want to be that person. Nothing else really makes me have that icky feeling. I can watch hours and hours of ASMR. I can binge a show, several episodes. I'm good, but doom scrolling, reading the comments. Don't. Not reading comments is self-care. Have you ever drunk dialed someone? What Yeah, because I used to be a drunk. Is drunk dialing accidentally calling someone? Or is it calling them and then it's not something you would have done if you weren't drinking? I'm sure I've done both, right? So yeah, I have. Would you rather be 10% smarter or 10% better? 10% smarter. 10% smarter. Please. I'm gonna be able to figure some shit out. Who do you dislike without good reason? Sometimes. No, I don't have a specific person, but sometimes somebody's voice, just right off the bat, I'm like, can't do it. And I'm sure I have that voice to some people, but it's like, we can't, I cannot. So sometimes somebody's voice will just be like, can you do weird tricks with your face or body? Sometimes. No. My daughter can do it. I think I lost the ability. I used to be able to wiggle my ears. I think sometimes I still can, but sometimes I can't. Some people can't do this, apparently. But That's pretty cool. My fiance can't do it. All my kids can do it. I can double cross my legs, so like, you know, you sit cross-legged, you're not even supposed to sit like that, let alone double cross, like wrap the ankle around, if that makes sense. I probably can't do that anymore, but I used to. Have you ever been conned? Yeah, just like a couple months ago. It was like a sale on Hey Dudes. I bought 4 pairs. Never seen them. It looked exactly like the Hey Dude website. Of course, I go find. I'm like, wait, those shoes never came. I go to the website. And it's like this page has been shut down. Like, so yeah. Very recently. It doesn't happen often to me. But that time it got me. What fear have you outgrown? I've largely outgrown my health anxiety. Not totally, and I think some anxiety around health is normal. But I don't obsess like I used to. I don't Google symptoms as much. I kind of just let things ride out and try to be very like patient and just listen to what the next step is. You know, you get it. If you've ever had health anxiety, I always say it's the worst kind of anxiety that exists. It's actually like obsessive compulsive anxiety, more so than just anxiety. What body part are you attracted to? What body part are you most attracted to? A smile. Not even necessarily a smile, just a kind face, you know, kind. Nice posture. That's not really a body part though, you know. Okay, we'll just say like nice shoulders. Which fictional character would you adopt into your extended family to make gatherings more interesting? I can't answer that, you guys. That takes imagination. I don't have imagination. Which celebrity do you think will die next? Ew. I can tell you which one I hope. I won't do that. I won't do that. I don't want to jinx anybody. I want to jinx a few people, but I'm not going to do it on my channel. Who's had too much plastic surgery? Well, you know, too much is in the eye of the beholder, but Madonna, looking a little off. Mickey Rourke. If you could hang out with any band of outlaws, which would you choose? Band of outlaws. I mean, like the Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders. What's the most embarrassing moment you've witnessed? Oh man, you guys. I don't even want to relive that for somebody. Can I think of something else? No, because I'm really not paying attention like that. So I don't really notice people's embarrassing moments unless I have to. And the one that I'm thinking of was like you couldn't miss it because it was a production. But I don't want to relive that for anybody. Have you ever been fired? No. Somehow, some way, I've never been fired. But I don't want to jinx myself. all of it, any and all. I can't touch alcohol again. That's my story. Which drugs, if legalized, would you enjoy as a hobby? I don't believe in the war on drugs. I think that half the problems we have with drugs are because of the war on drugs. So I don't pay attention to what's legal or not. All I pay attention to is what I can handle. What resonates with me? What feels right with me? What, if I'm being honest with myself, can I enjoy and not abuse, and not be my best self? What substances allow me to be my best self? Which wasn't alcohol, but cannabis, and then fungi, stuff like that. The rest is too hard, and just I don't think I could be my best self on anything else. Nothing else I think I can think of. Would you accept a 15% pay cut to have a regular 3-day weekend? I kind of do already have a 3-day weekend. It's just not necessarily always on the weekend, so no, I'm not taking any pay cuts. I actually need to take a pay increase. I can't answer this because I don't really know anything about this. In a war of superheroes, who would win? I don't know, you guys. I don't pay attention to that genre. Would you rather spend a week in jail or serve 2 years of community service? A week in jail? Are you kidding me? Anybody that says community service has probably never been to jail. You can do a week. How much would you pay to be able to slam dunk? $5. If it's over $5, I don't care about slam dunk. If it's under $5 or if it's $5, let's do it. That's pretty cool. Did you ever run away from home? Oh, I could do a story on this one. Kind of and kind of not. I could do a video on this one. Have you ever been in a physical fight? Again, what do you think? What do you think? I spent way too much time in those streets to not have been in more than I can count. Alright. When's the last time you did something mean to someone? I mean, I just went up and asked my daughter not to run the water because it's right above me, and she probably thinks that's mean. So just now. I don't go out of my way to be mean to anybody, but I also, I do have to start just saying things. I need this and I need that, though, this way for a minute, and then you can go about your business. Have you ever road raged someone? I do get a little bit of road rage. I just don't really act on it. Doesn't mean I don't feel it, or I won't go. I'm not gonna chase anybody down or anything like that. At what age were you in the best shape? It's hard to say, you guys. I don't know. I've always felt like crap my whole life, but I've been relatively healthy. No telling. What topic do you know more about than anyone else in the room? Usually, going back to my health anxiety, some like certain medical stuff that I obsessed over. If you this this is a touchy subject, but if you hyper focus on something for a week, you can pack in years of learning. So if there was a health anxiety thing that I was obsessing over and I took in 2.5 weeks of content, I kind of mastered it. Not that I could give myself blood work or anything like that, but if you had to obtain $1 million by any illegal means, how would you do it? 1 million illegally? 1 million's a lie. I couldn't do it. There's nothing that who I am today, and people I know, and what I know right now, there's still no way I could get a hold of $1 million right now. Should have asked me that 10 years ago. Which celebrity couple makes the least sense to you? Freaking J-Lo, hater, and Ben Affleck. I don't really have much to say either way on him, but I hate J-Lo, and that's that. So none of her relationships are gonna make any sense to me. Do you believe in ESP? Sure. Have you ever had an anxiety attack? Yeah. It's not pleasant. After you've had a few and you know what you're having, I will say that helps to be like, oh, this is an anxiety attack. But your first one or two where you're like, what's happening to me? I'm definitely dying. Wouldn't wish that on almost anyone. What's your favorite swear word? Shit. I don't know. What's the most likely reason you would lose your job? Because I quit. What adjectives do you hope to describe you when you are 75? Loca. Sleepy. Hilarious. Boxers or briefs or nothing at all. It depends on what else you're wearing. And I think this is for men. Male body type or male, you know what I mean. Because this is boxers or briefs. What habit would you like to break? Doom scrolling. It's gotta go, and I'm working on it. Doom scrolling. Do you have an arch enemy? Arch enemy or arch enemy? There's still a few loose ends out there that I probably, if the universe wants me to stay on a good path, should not run into. But I don't spend time thinking about it. I just know that I don't know exactly how it would go down if I ran into my daughter's dad. He's one of them, I guess. Yeah, him. Yeah. What's under your bed? Toys, weapons. Nothing that like my toddler can't, like just, bats and stuff like that. Everything else is secured. Anything like danger is secured, but there's weapons everywhere. Like, could be weapons. I just like to keep those everywhere. I think there's like a lot of tissues and stuff down there. It's probably really gross. My dogs love to crawl under my bed. My little dog. The big dog can still squeeze under like one of the, because we have a king, and at the end of the king we have a twin, And my big dog can just flatten himself out and go under the twin. And they kind of like use it as a den down there. It's probably really gross. What's the wildest party you've ever been to? Wish I could remember. That's how wild they were. That's it, you guys. That is the drinks after work tabletop to goes. This was really fun. So thanks again for sending these to me, Eda, from my Amazon wish list. You know, back in my drinking days, I was always the friend that had these games, and I wish I still had them. I don't know where they went. I used to have a ton of these little games and like books, because it didn't really always used to be on cards. There used to be books, like conversation books, and I would like bring them out, or we'd bring them over to each other's houses and just have a hilarious time with them. So we kind of get to do that, right? I'll deal with this later. Anyways, if you are still there, thank you for watching all the way to the end. YouTube really loves when you guys do that. I hope that you have a good rest of the day, rest of the